Hey, it doesn't say anybody's in the chat, so I apologize. I was just waiting. Hello. I'm gonna grab my water bottle. Am I ready to go fishing? I am so ready to go fishing. Doing it right after this. Going up to meet my brother. Then we're gonna go. I'm the kind of person though, like when I go fishing, I don't touch the worm, I don't touch the fish. I let him do it, and I just hold the reel. I don't like touching fish. I wonder if we'll have as many people come into this one since it's so early in the day, you know? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, go ahead and ask your question since we don't have too many people in here. Did you or anyone get body aches in the beginning? Or have changed taste buds? Had a bagel this morning, I just didn't taste the same. I didn't get body aches, but I will tell you that whenever I started doing fasting, I used to hate beans and rice, and now I like both of those things. I used to hate cottage cheese, and now I eat cottage cheese. It's weird. Like there are definitely some changes in like your taste buds for sure. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? It's been 1 month since we started. Did I get any nutrient deficiencies? I did not actually. Whenever I went and got my blood work done, everything came back perfect. So no deficiencies. Ugh. You crave healthy things more? That's really good then. Like that definitely means your body's changing for sure. I feel like I have something in my eye. I apologize. Great day so far. Good. We are a third of a way through this challenge already. How crazy is that? Kind of blows my mind. Oh, my contact is driving me crazy. How do you maintain weight with alternate day fasting? You just eat your calorie amount. I mean, you know, like I don't really know how the best way to answer that would be. Just make sure you get enough food to maintain your days and go from there. You don't have to continue to do alternate day fasting to maintain either. You can totally go back. You're getting a pelvic ultrasound done today to rule out PCOS. So wish me luck, guys. Really hope ADF will help me though. Actually, Angela, I've been reading my book that I got. Derek says he lost 13 pounds. High five, Derek. That's awesome. Angela, you mentioned the PCOS. They talk about this in the first chapter that I read this morning, and it helped her, I think, get rid of it. It helped balance her hormones, and she doesn't have any of it anymore. So fasting helps with that. So hopefully you won't have to worry about it. Hello from London. Love the stash at the back. Oh, big fan. Cheers. Yeah, that's, if you're new to this, we've actually joked about this a lot back here. I'm the only friend within my friends group that has a house, so they put all of their stuff here. Yeah, we're early today because I am going fishing this afternoon, and so around the time that I would be doing live, I won't be home. But because it's a big day, it's, you know, a month into alternate day fasting challenge, I wanted to still talk to you guys. I didn't want to just like leave you hanging because it's a big day. Like, it's third of a way through the challenge. I recently started fasting and just curious if you find it easier to stay fasting depending on the last meal you may eat before. Absolutely. I've realized when I eat a higher protein count for dinner, or in general, like throughout the day, as long as I'm eating higher and healthier proteins for me, then I'm definitely able to make through my fasting day so much better. I actually just made my post on Instagram about like the things that I've done to kind of change and be able to make it through my fasting days a little bit better. And talking about protein was one of those. You've been trying to, oh my gosh, and he totally talks about that in this book too. There was a lady, I can't remember, I think it was in the introduction, and it wasn't Jason Fung that talked about it, it was Megan, I think, or Eve. I think it was Eve actually. She was a doctor and she was, had a lady who had PCOS, and I believe she was trying to get pregnant for a really long time. They ended up adopting. And then she tried fasting, and while she had been fasting for a couple years, she tried the shots again to help get her pregnant. I can't remember what they're off the top of my head. And she was able to get pregnant with her first son, and they were expecting a second one, and that was just all from fasting. Like, it helped her body so much. So just reading this little bit really helps reassure me that if anybody asks questions about that, then I know that it does help. You are so lovely, very inspiring for me. I still have 60 pounds to lose. Have lost 50 so far. That's awesome, Annalise. Good for you. 50 pounds. That's a lot. What kind of fish do you catch there in Missouri? Bluegill, bass, catfish. I'm not sure what we're going for today. It kind of just depends on the spot that we're going to. I'm not really sure what to expect. Hey, Rachel, did you lose weight in your boobs? Yes. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I feel really awkward with there being men on the chat too, and I don't like talking about things like that in my body. So if you could like email me on Instagram or on my website, I'd be more comfortable to go into detail about you there, but I just feel awkward talking about it in front of a bunch of men. I can't join it this time for too long as it's dinner time in Deutschland, so I'll see you folks tomorrow. Thanks for everything, Rachel. So long. See you tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. Do you ever look back and see how much your body's changed since you started? Yeah, and that's kind of why I do a lot of comparison pictures on my Instagram and stuff like that, because they do also help motivate me to keep going and to keep pushing and things like that. So. Instead of alternate day fasting, I'm doing daily 23/1 intermittent fasting, 0 carb carnivore also works. Yeah, there you go. There's so many different methods and things that people can do for fasting. It's not just 1 or 2 or 3 different methods, and it's really interesting seeing people combine everything together to be what's healthy for them. I'm new to this. What kept you strong in not eating on a fast day? What kept you motivated? I've watched your older videos and I saw your journey. What tips do you have to stay motivated? On my fasting days, to not eat, what I told myself was if I wanted to change, then I needed this to work for me, and I was going to stay motivated to make that change happen. So it's like, oh man, I feel a little bit hungry, I should go ahead and eat. But then in the back of my head, I was also like, but you want to make it through this fasting day, because every fasting day you add is just another step forward in your progress. So it was really willpower and self-motivation and discipline that really helped me push forward. You can also drink water and coffee, you know the drill. That's the saying that I have. It's on my merch and stuff like that too. And really just got to think of the big picture and keep moving forward and things like that. That's really what pushed me, honestly. Hello again. I'm not Thomas, shut up. I did my second full day yesterday without 500 and it was so easy with no headaches. Congratulations. Good. See, it gets easier over time. You just got to give it time, Have you noticed that other people started treating you differently due to weight loss? I lost around 50 pounds and people are suddenly so nice to me once I started looking good. We kind of talked about this yesterday. I've noticed a lot more attention from men, which is really awkward to me because I drew no attention from men before I lost weight. And then now I notice it a lot more. And I'm the kind of girl that doesn't like plainly, like, I'm not, I don't know, this probably makes me sound conceited because people already think that I'm full of myself, but I'm not the kind of person who notices those things and points those things out. But I have noticed a difference in like men treating me differently and things like that. So that's kind of awkward. But as for other people, you know, if they're strangers and they don't know me, then they don't know the changes that I've made. You know, like I people don't know when they look at me that I lost 108 pounds. What's my Insta? It's Rachel L. Sharp 93. I'm afraid to do heavy lifting on my fasting days and not eat until the next day for the reason of possible losing muscle or gains. Any tips? Would it be better to break 500s and break fast? I lift on my fasting days and eat enough protein on my eat days. And if you saw my picture on Instagram yesterday, that was from me not eating anything on my lifting days, and I still gained a significant amount of muscle. As long as you're eating enough protein to compensate for not eating on your fasting days, you should be okay. I don't think it's going to be a problem as long as you eat the right nutrition on your fasting days. On your eat days, sorry. Hi, surprisingly, yesterday I wasn't super hungry, so I didn't eat as much as usual. Today I feel a bit hungry. Do you think I should have forced myself yesterday to eat more? That's a good question, honestly. I don't really know the exact answer for that because I've had days like that too, where some days you're just not hungry, and then the next day is a fasting day, and you're like, I probably should eat something, but I'm not really that hungry. You know, that's kind of an odd question. I don't know how to answer correctly for you. So if anybody has any tips about something like that, please help a sister out. Only thing is I kind of forgot to measure myself 1 month ago. I do know that I lost 10 pounds since the 1st of January. That is progress, so good for you, Dennis. Now guys will turn their heads when you pass. Yeah, that's awkward. I'll be like in a store with some people and I'm pretty oblivious a lot of the times, and then my friends will stop and tell me what happened, and then that's kind of when I notice things more than not. Hi from India. Hello. Hi, did you do weight training on your eat days or my fasting days? I do weight training on my fasting days at night, after my day, really. Bye, Andy. Have you ever noticed people who used to teach you bully you who can't believe you're the same person? I've had more people that used to bully me in high school try to be friends with me now, and I know they're ploys, so I just kind of ignore them. Like, you weren't there for me whenever I was an ugly duckling in high school, and I'm not going to be your friend now. How did you feel when you first started lifting weights on your fasting days? I think I know what you're trying to ask, but when I first started lifting weight on my fasting days, I actually switched it from doing, I think it was on my fasting days, I actually was doing cardio. And then on my eat days, I was doing, oh wait, okay, so it used to be I was doing cardio on my fasting days and lifting on my eat days. Yes, that's right. I noticed actually though that I was getting sick if I was doing cardio on my fasting days. So that's kind of one reason why I switched it around. Now that I lift on my fasting days, I don't get sick, which is really weird. But whenever I was doing it the opposite way around, I was getting nauseous a lot more. So it definitely feels better. I lost 22 pounds, not 10. Wrong conversation. Oh, hey yo, that's awesome. Good for you. How has fasting affected your skin and hair? Well, my skin's cleared up a lot. The autophagy is helping with my loose skin that I have around my midsection. I don't have like loose skin around my arms really. I mean, they're pretty just muscle. And then I didn't have any issues with my hair like falling out or anything like that. I know a lot of people ask that. New recent subscriber, love your channel. I seem to have stopped the weight loss on the 24 daily fast, even going to the gym. Been on this for a year now. Am I being too impatient? Your body might be used to what you're doing. Have you been changing the amount that you're eating and stuff like that? Because that could be a factor. What was your starting pant size to your current? I started in a size 18 and I am now in a 4'6". Will you go to your school reunion and be like, how do you like me now? My 10-year high school reunion is coming up this next year and I want to go just kind of for that reason. And I know it kind of sounds like petty, but at the same time, like, this whole experience has just kind of taught me never treat somebody that you find insignificantly, because you never know what they're going to be. Do you have weights at home? I really miss the gym. Do you think that body weight exercises and home workouts can be as effective? I do think they can, because it's better than nothing, you know? You might need to push yourself a little bit harder and go a little bit longer. I mean, I have a power rack and weights and a treadmill and stuff here, so I don't have to worry about it, about like not having a gym. I've been really lucky. Is sport necessary to lose the last 20 pounds of weight? I don't know the answer to that either, just because I think everybody can be kind of different. The last 20 to 5 pounds that you want to lose is the most stubborn is the most stubborn weight to lose, if that makes sense. Do I take vitamin supplements during my fasting days? The only supplements I'm taking right now are immunity type of supplements, like B complex and L-lysine, vitamin C, things like that. I'm not taking anything for like iron or something like that. I read today about losing hair. It is a sign that you're losing weight too fast. You can lose less weight during a period or sing it until you reach your goal. Oh. This night is too much of a personal question. Do you deal with loose skin? Any recommendations? I actually made a video on this and put it on my channel. And I talk about the loose skin that I have. On my eat days, I eat 3 meals a day. I don't do like 1 meal a day or anything like that. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do I dye my hair? I don't really. I mean, I used to sometimes, and right now it has like some highlights in it. I wanted some color done, like a little bit of something done in it before I was supposed to get married. And then when everything happened in the world and we had to like do the social distancing thing, it kind of felt like a waste to have done anything to my hair. Those videos you working out, you looked as though you could pound the pulleys. You deserve that healing opportunity. Definitely go. Yeah, I want to. As long as they schedule one, you know. Why is it so hard to lose those last few pounds though? That's a good question. I don't have an answer. Thank you. Thank you. How much water do you take in on your fasting days? This is a gallon water bottle. I try to drink one of these a day. Do you have dessert sometimes? Absolutely. I don't deprive myself if I'm craving something. If I want a cupcake, if I want cake, then I do have it. What do you think about incorporating apple cider vinegar into your diet? Does it really have benefits? I don't have an answer for that either, just because I don't know. I used to do it just because I heard that could help with weight loss and it did nothing for me. So I kind of stopped taking it because I thought it was gross, but I know that there are some people that take it and see benefits and stuff like that. So guys, I feel really embarrassed about this, but because I've had so much water today, like this doesn't look like that much, I have to go to the bathroom. So I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, and any questions that pop up, I will come right back and I will answer them. Do I know my sun sign, my zodiac sign? I'm a Gemini, if that helps. Thanks for suggesting the calculator. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Sorry, going back up, going back up. Does anyone have tea or adding lemon to their water stop autophagy or any of the other benefits? I think as long as your fast doesn't break, then it should be okay. For apple cider vinegar, it helped me with digestion and heartburn and things like that, not really weight loss. Okay. It is, but don't overdo it. Just a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to a cup of water with a squeeze of lemon before breakfast and before dinner. Oh. I'm on week 2. I started ADF since March, been a month. You just ordered your gallon bottle? Awesome. She literally fasted away to nothing. Tea helps my fasting. Coffee has always caused stomach discomfort from even though I love the taste so much. I wonder if the acidity bothers you? First few weeks of anything new is always easy. How do you transition to a long-term habit? I don't really, I'm not gonna say I disagree with that, but I think the first few weeks can be hard for a lot of people. I don't think that it's necessarily easy. I think the longer you do something, the easier it gets. I mean, as I've been doing it for 2.5 years now, and it's pretty easy now. How do you deal with fasting headaches? People say that add pink Himalayan salt to your water or magnesium and something else. Do you recommend any literature or books to help learning about fasting benefits? I am actually reading this one right now. This is Dr. Jason Fung's new book, and it's super easy to read. I'm not good at reading like really healthy, really medically type of books, if that makes sense, like words with the big words. I can't even talk right now. See, obviously I can't even talk. And this one's super easy to understand, especially because Eve Mayer, who is one of the ladies that's in the book, she kind of gives her personal experience about everything, so it just makes it really easy to understand. Well, you're early today. Yes, I am early today. I'm going fishing this afternoon, so I won't be home. Do you drink sparkling water, or is that cheating? I'm Catholic, so it doesn't hurt or taste bad. I assume it's a sin. I do drink sparkling water, mostly on my eat days though, not on my fasting days. If it's a fasting day though, you can drink LaCroix waters and it should keep from breaking your fast. I've been fasting for over a year, but gained over the holidays, so I'm getting back into it. I feel good. Started slow. How are you feeling? I'm feeling good, especially since now that I've been lifting and stuff like that. I just feel a lot less of my stress going away whenever it comes to like focusing so much on my weight and stuff like that, because as I'm gaining muscle, of course, I'm gaining a little bit of weight. And of course, that kind of really worried me. But at the same time, I know that I'm gaining healthy weight. It's not fat, you know? When you break your fast, did you ever encounter stomach cramps? I did not. It depends on what you're breaking your fast with, though. Ramadan is tomorrow, so starting tomorrow, I'll be dry fasting from sunrise to sunset. Wish me luck. The first couple days are hard, but the body gets used to it fast. Interesting. Well, good luck. Ever try long term? No, I have not. When it comes to fasting, any book by Jason Fung? Yeah, I'm losing hair. My face is breaking out. I haven't had skin problems. Is this a detox effect? I do believe that your skin will break out I mean, I personally had that happen. There was a couple months there that my skin broke out really bad while doing intermittent fasting, and I honestly think it was just my body clearing itself of toxins because I don't have that issue anymore. The only time that my skin really breaks out is right before I'm about to start my cycle, which is completely normal. But I do think during the time that my body was transitioning and changing, my skin did break out a lot, and I think it was because it was cleaning itself out. Sorry, I didn't finish that sentence. I think you have a beautiful complexion. Had it always been that way since? Oh, well, I just kind of answered that question. Is this the natural texture of your hair, or do you curl it? This is it. This is what it does. It's just crazy. Did you lose much weight around your chest area? We talked about this earlier and I don't feel comfortable talking about that with a lot of men on the channel, sorry. My recommendation to really get into fasting is to fall in love with someone and find a way to break it off in a painful manner. Super effective to get you started. Oh no, that's not a good healthy thing to do. I'm sorry. I started with intermittent fasting 24 in February. So far down 17 pounds, but my scale is stable these days. Any suggestions? Am still with TDE calories? Um, I don't know much about the 24 method of fasting. I just do alternate days. So when it comes to counting calories and stuff on that day, I don't really have any suggestions. I'm sorry. You got that book on the Kindle, so you'll dive into it. Yeah, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it, which is so surprising. Looking forward to discuss the book with you after we finish. I feel like I need to like go through and like post-it note some pages in here. Do you get your blood levels tested by a physician? If so, have you found any deficiencies? Do you take any supplements? We kind of talked about this earlier in the chat. I went to the doctor and I had my blood test ran and there's no deficiencies and everything came back at perfect levels. So nothing, no problems there. My muscle relaxant causes headaches, so my doctor prescribed magnesium and vitamin B complex. Okay, yeah, I know magnesium is really good at helping headaches. Are you planning another DEXA scan to track muscle build? Eventually. I mean, right now we can't really do anything. I might wait for a while before I do another DEXA scan, just because I just had that one done in March, and I personally think I'm going to wait anywhere from 6 months to a year to see what my next amount of progress is. I usually break my fast with ham and eggs or steak and eggs. Loving your hair. What's wrong with us men? Nothing's wrong with you. I just don't feel comfortable talking about my chest size on the internet. When did you tell doctors you were doing ADF? I have an appointment tomorrow and only in week 3. I didn't tell my doctors at all. I didn't tell them until I went in for a physical that I had to do whenever I was at my job. And I told her that I lost, at that time, it was a little over 100 pounds, and she was like surprised and she's like, wow, that's really working for you, you know, like that's when she eased my mind about having loose skin, and that's when we did the blood testing, and my blood pressure was lower and all my test results came back. Do you ever worry that hyper focus on weight can lead to dangerous areas mentally? Optimal diet and anorexia can live right around the corner from each other if you're not careful. I do, and that's why I think that it's hard. You know, I try to balance my mental health, and it's good to surround yourself with people that can ease your mind, and things like that. And that's why I also suggest that somebody super, super young should not do this, because they are already being told by society that they have to be a certain size when they're 14, you know, and I just think that's so wrong, and I don't want any young women or men to think that they have to be a certain size, like, you know. Awesome, sorry I missed the start. No, you're good. I'm down 30 pounds. I started alternate day intermittent fasting end of February, January. I was doing 18.6, 30 pounds in the length of time is a good, right? Absolutely, Heather. Like, the fact that you lost 30 pounds since the beginning of the year is a great start. Started ADF February 24th with my sister. Started at 249, 1 month down, 13 pounds, weighing in on Saturday for month 2. So glad I found your video on YouTube. Forever grateful. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Thanks. I wasn't going to mention it unless it came up. Oh, I don't remember. A lot of these times oh, okay. I haven't told my doctors yet, but blood test came back great, so I wouldn't worry. Are DEXA scans expensive, or does insurance cover? The video that I just did about the DEXA scans, I think they said for their facility, the DEXA Fit facilities, they aren't covered under insurance, but you can use, if your work provides a health savings account, you can use funds from that to get one done. And I know my location was having deals every day where it'd be like lower prices. But if you wanted to get one done, like outright for the first time, I think it was about $100. But because it was my first time there, they rolled in the DEXA scan plus a test called a STIKU 3D test, which kind of like 3D scans your body and also does measurements there. And let's see, she did both of those for me for $99. And then for, like I said, my location, because I posted about it on social media, they let me come back in 6 months and get another scan done for free. So it kind of just depends on your location. I think everyone is different. Do you think you will be doing ADF forever, or will be a point in your life where you will stop? I think I will stop at some point. Right now, I just like what it does for me. You know, it kind of helps me maintain. I'm still able to eat what I want and feel good about it. It helps me just feel good and accomplish something, you know? What are your views on dry fasting? Is it a good way to lose weight? I don't really have any opinions on dry fasting because I've never tried it. Ah, Scotty, that's my brother. Everyone say hi to my brother. um, so, uh, dry fasting, I don't have any opinions on it just because I've never tried it before personally. So I don't know what the like, I guess I just say I don't have an opinion on it because I've never tried it before. Hi, brother. Now all these people, hi, Scotty. He's the one that I'm super proud of. He's a live entertainer. He works on a cruise ship. He sings and he dances. He's really talented. Follow him on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys watch my vlogs, then you'll see I post about him quite frequently. Nothing else? No other? How do you put in your calories on the Lose It app? I wish I could show you, but my phone is what I'm working off for right now. Well, I mean, you go to the app and then you can either type in what you are eating, or you can scan the barcode on the back of your food and it can put it in per serving. So I weigh all of my food. And so, you know, I go off of that too. But like I say, if you get something like a McDonald's cheeseburger or something, a lot of the times you could go to their website and find out what the nutritional facts is, or you can just go to the app in general and type in McDonald's cheeseburger and, you know, like look it up that way. Hi everyone, and Scotty. Hi Hannah. Any favorite apps do you use to help? I honestly, whoa, sorry, I just got a really weird ringing in my ear. I don't like using apps. Like I use the Lose It app to count my calories, but like even a fasting tracker, I've tried the live fasting tracker. I forget to turn it off and turn it on. I tried the simple one. It's really modern and I really like it, but it's another app that it's like it wants you to like add in everything, like all the drinks that you drink, all the food that you eat and stuff like that too. And I don't really like going into that much, you know, because I'm already doing it on my Lose It app. But I know some people like it to keep themselves accountable. He just texted me, he's like, sorry, I didn't expect people to react. That's fine, I don't care. Didn't mean to jack up your flow. Anyways, so I really don't like using a lot of apps personally. The 4 apps that I use mostly on my phone are Facebook for the fasting group, Lose It app for counting calories, Instagram for putting things on social media, and YouTube. And of course, like the internet to research things sometimes, but that's all I do. I don't think he's in the chat anymore, but thank you guys for saying that. That's sweet. I appreciate that. He's impatient. Oh yeah, I do use Pinterest too, so not as much as I used to anymore. How can I increase the calories on Lose It? They have mine too low. I just actually told somebody how to do this and now I can't remember and I can't do it because my phone is connected, but you have to go to like the settings. You click on your profile and then you look at your plan and you can adjust it there, but I have to be looking at my phone to know how to do it, so I can't really answer that for you, sorry. They have yours too low too? Yeah, I know what you mean. You can adjust your calories to be higher, but oh, you don't have to pay me, Rin. You're sweet though, thank you. If I can remember how to do that, I wish I could. There's a way you can do it in settings though. I've had to look it up multiple times because I always forget how. Like right now, I don't remember off the top of my head how to change it. Now my contact's messing with me again. Thanks for always putting up amazing content. You're sweet. Thank you. Yesterday, Geek Squad paid me something too, and the day before that, he kept paying me. I did intermittent fasting, 18-6 for about 25 days and lost 14 pounds, but I'm off the track now since the month of Ramadan is starting from tomorrow. Any specific diet? I personally don't have any advice for that just because I don't, follow Ramadan, obviously. And so I really can't give you any advice on that. I'm sorry. In the Lose It app, I adjust my calorie or my activity level and how much weight I want to lose per week. It changes my calorie goal. Yeah, and you can also adjust your calorie budget too by like adding 200 or like certain amounts of calories in there as well. Hey, it's sweet that he is paying me. I do have to admit YouTube is my income now, but I would never ask people to pay me, They see that's what I did and it's still too low. Yeah, there's a way on there if you can go to and adjust it. I'll try to remember after this video to get on there and maybe like do a little clip or whatever to show you guys how I change mine and my calorie counter, or at least go through and make steps on how to change it in the Lose It app. So that way it does add more, because when you think about it, on the Lose It app, it's counting your calories for what you would eat per day, not necessarily what you would eat on, like if you're fasting a day and eating the next day and fasting a day and eating the next day. So it is good to adjust the calories in the app to make sure that you are eating enough on your eat days because of the way that it calculates calories and stuff like that. Oh man, I'm thirsty. My throat's already going crazy. Thoughts on diet sodas? I don't like diet soda. I know that there's people that that'll disagree. On a fasting day, if it has the I cannot say that word, sucrose, whatever it is, if it has that in it, that will break your fast. I think a lot of diet sodas, if they have that in it, that'll break your fast on a fasting day. Now, if you're just trying to do 0 calories, you can drink that on a fasting day, but it will spike your insulin. Aspartame and sucrose. Okay. Is 1,200 calories enough? It is not enough. You need to be eating way more than that. That's probably below your basal metabolic rate or your resting calorie rate. So you definitely need to be eating more than that, especially if you're doing alternate day fasting. That's going to slow your metabolism down way too much, and then you won't be able to lose any weight because your body's not even getting enough calories to help you make it through your day-to-day. I have problems drinking water. I don't like it. Any tips? How about lemon water? Do you like lemon water? You could add lemon to your water. You could do sparkling waters like LaCroix. So avoid the risk, water, tea, coffee, you know the drill. Zevia is good, it's sweetened with stevia. That's not too bad. I did have one of those not too long ago. But I'm not a huge soda drinker anymore. I love the sparkling ice waters, but those are sweetened with the sucrose, so I only drink those on the eat days. I don't drink them on fasting days. By the way, her sweatshirts are so comfortable. I've been living in mine. Yeah, Hannah has one that says coffee, tea, or no, it says tea. What is it? Tea, water, you know the drill. Ever measure metabolic rate with MedGym, and did you see any drop with fasting? I don't even know what that is, James. I've never heard of that before. How do you feel about bulletproof coffee on your fasting days? I try to do 0 calories on my fasting days, and I know bulletproof coffee has calories in it. So I personally don't do it. I don't know what it does for like insulin levels and stuff like that because I know it's a big keto thing. So I really don't have any opinion on it, but I just don't like calories on my fasting days, you know. How about doing 1200 using OMAD? Is that still too low? I don't think so because you need to be eating, I believe Kimberly talked about this, at least 8400 calories a week. So I don't know what the math is on that off the top of my head, but that would be better than just doing 1200 every other day. I shower and wash it. How long do I work out during my fasting days? I usually, let's see here, my workouts, because I lift on my fasting days, I usually do about 20 minutes of walking, running on the treadmill, or 20 minutes of dancing before I start lifting, and then I work out. So it's about an hour and 30 minutes for my lifting days. Would you ever consider doing group meetups after the epidemic is over? Do you have a name for your channel followers? If so, how do I join and what is the secret handshake? Sorry, let me go back up there. The minimum has to be your weight times 12 at least if you want to lose weight. Use your goal weight like I do or use the TDE calculator like I suggested. Would you ever consider doing a group? I have actually, Thomas. I really want to do meetups after everything is over. I was wanting to do them before this all started, and like I was planning on going to California whenever my brother started his job out there and meet some people out there because I know that there's quite a few people out in California. There's a whole lot of people out in Oregon. I was going to be going there for my honeymoon though, so I wasn't planning on meeting up with people then. But I do want to travel and do meetups places. I would love to meet everybody that's in the group. It just right now it's so unknown, you know. And I don't have so I don't have a name for my channel followers, but if you guys can think of names for my channel followers or for my followers in general, I was thinking of that last night. Like I like, was it Fasting Clan? I don't know though, that kind of sounds weird. I can't be Fasting Fam because that's what Samaya uses. But like Sharp Fasting Clan, I just can't think of anything that would sound good. I don't want calories on my fast day either, but I wanted your opinion. Okay, bulletproof coffee breaks the fast. Okay, see, I don't know anything about it. Med gym is a tool you do at the doctor where you breathe in. Oh, it also measures the amount of carbon dioxide you breathe out. The carbon dioxide is an indication of how much energy you're processing. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. That's really interesting. So dance first and then lift weights. Copy that. Yeah, I just do it like as a warm up, you know? I like getting my body warm before I lift so it brings my heart rate up. And then I lift and it kind of keeps my heart rate up as I lift. I sometimes feel guilt on my eating days. Do you ever get like that? I used to feel guilt on my eating days whenever I would eat things that weren't necessarily the best for me. Like I remember a while ago, I've gone through so many mental trials and errors with this whole like journey basically, and I've overcome a lot of them. But I remember specifically I got a Five Guys cheeseburger one time and the calorie count, you know, was like so much more than what I was used to eating, and it really made me feel guilty. And there's been times that I've eaten where I felt guilty, but you know, you have to think too, the entire next day you're not eating at all, so it really turns out okay in the end. Sorry, going back up. So dance first and live. I sometimes feel guilt. Do you have less energy when you're working out during your fast days? I actually don't, surprisingly enough. I don't notice a decrease in energy at all on my fasting days. 1,200 calories a day, 8,400 calories per week is based upon calorie in, calorie out. Fasting is about learning your body to burn fat. Austin, Texas. Yeah, I want to go to Texas really bad. I've never been there before, but I have family from there. I would love to come out and meet and greet. I don't know everybody. I know everybody's from so many different places too, you know? So it would definitely be something where I would have to like choose specific cities and see if any people would be interested in coming at all. You know, I have over, I think 48,000 people on my YouTube channel now, which follow me, and like 25.3 followers on Instagram now. And I feel like at least some of those people would want to come to a meet and greet, but I don't know. On fasting days, do you drink salted water or just plain water? Mostly just plain water. Sometimes if I feel myself kind of struggling, I'll add salt, but other than that, no. I don't really add anything. So after doing alternate day fasting for so long, do you think it's possible to switch to OMAD and not gain weight back? I think so. I mean, really, you would just be, as long, like for example, because I work out so often, to maintain my weight and keep it where it is, I could eat up to 2,400 calories a day to stay where I am right now. I, you know, don't do that obviously, but I do think that you can maintain your weight after you stop. With your assistant. I know, Hannah, right? Like I'd have to do it like when you could come with me. That'd be really cool. I can swim, but not that far to meet y'all. Everyone going to meet up should synchronize their eat days and go out for a feast. Think fast? Yeah, I know. That's like the name that I think I'm gonna change the challenge to. But I think a name for the people, you know, like some channels have like names for the people that follow them. That's where I'm trying to figure something else. Fasting click. Do you have a problem with wanting to give up? What's your advice for people finding it difficult to fast? I haven't had feelings like wanting to give up in a really long time. On the days that I feel like I want to give up, it's usually because I'm just really hungry and my body needs food. And once I feed myself, I know that I can push past that point and then get back on track and I feel better. Do you have oh wait. You're such an inspiration. I started running back in October because I watched one of your earlier vlogs on YouTube. Oh, hey yo, awesome. Is ADF Warrior too much of a ripoff of IF Warriors? Maybe. Sharp and Fast, the belly shrinkers, fantastic. Fasting Fantics. Fasting Fantics. I kind of like that. X Junkies, that kind of sounds, that could be taken a couple different ways. Sharp Fasters, Fast and Furious. Hey Martin, Fast Be Gone. Let's meet in the Netherlands. I want to go to Europe really bad. Fasty Club, nearly 50K. I know. I think once I hit 50K, I want to like celebrate somehow. So you said 2,400 calories per day to maintain. So do you eat 48 calories every other day right now? No, not at all, because I'm still trying to cut down on a little bit of body fat that I do have. So I don't eat that much. That would basically be trying to maintain the weight that I have. And right now I'm still trying to recomposition and lose fat. The fast pack, kind of like Wolfpack. Rachel's Fasting Club, Sharpie and the Hunger Gamers. Sharpies, Fantics, like enthusiasts. Hello. Yeah, those are some good ones, guys. I want to find something that I really like and like sticks with me, but I just haven't decided what I want it to be yet. I have to go now. Bye, everyone. I probably should be heading out here soon too if we end it like 10 minutes early because my brother keeps texting me asking when I'm going to be done so we could go fishing. Literally nothing rhymes with sharp. I know, right? Let me think on this one. Shrinkers. I just don't know, because it'd have to be like, whenever I got onto video, I'd have to be like, hey, sharp, faster. You know what I mean? Like, it has to sound something good. It has to be good. Hey, Rachel, do you plan to stop ADF when you reach your... Oh, I answered this question so many times earlier, and that's not your fault. I'm sorry. It's just, we get to these questions sometimes where we answer them a lot. Do you plan to stop ADF when you have reached your personal goal, or do you plan on doing it long-term in your life from Warriors? Right now, I don't really have a plan on when to stop. It's just kind of, I like doing it right now, and I'm taking each day as it comes, and I think whenever I'm ready to stop, I'll stop. The fasting Pop-Tarts. Procrastinators, that's kind of funny. I like that one. Procrastinators. Oh. I'm writing that down. I like that one though. Are you gonna take home fish and do barbecue? I'm gonna try to. We'll see if if we catch anything. I'm not sure if we will or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this one now, guys. I'm really excited and proud of you all for sticking with this journey for so long. I mean, we are a third of the way through the challenge already, which is awesome. If you guys weighed in and you checked your results, I haven't been on Facebook. I've been too busy doing other things this morning as well. But if you are comfortable sharing your results on the group, go ahead and share your results on the group, because I know somebody did already and she lost 14 pounds or something like that. So, like I said, just got another question. I'm trying to end this vlog or video. Do you have to count calories while doing ADF and weightlifting? Can you eat big and healthy? I like to count my calories with alternate day fasting because it helps keep me accountable. So I just like knowing what I'm putting in my body and stuff like that as well, if that kind of answers it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I gotta go, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We will do a regular 3 o'clock time. I know that's a little bit later for some people during the day and stuff like that. It's a little harder to get people on board, but it works out better for me to do it at 3. So like I said, if you have your results, if you feel comfortable, share them on the 95 Days of Fasting group on Facebook. If you haven't joined already, please feel free to join. We're all in this together. It's fun, and I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow.